I'm on the resin now. I find trying to stir the resin was a pain. I was using a stick, then I was using a ruler, and that was causing, getting RSI just doing this. I made a stirrer. There is no set depths, it's just whatever floats your boat basically. But it's the concept I want to share with you. The thing is you got to think about is you got to have it long enough so when it's going in, because I only do small batches, right? I don't do big batches. So it's got to be long enough that when it goes in your drill and you're stirring, it doesn't go up inside the inside of your drill, because if it does, it is a pain. I tell you can't undo the chuck and what have you. So I've come up with this length for what I do. Most of my stirring is in a cup about that big, but this, if you use it like that, so all you do, a bit of plywood, cut it. The only difference I've done here, which you don't have to do, is I actually just put a chamfer on the edges. You see how they're not square. I've just knocked the chamfer off them. That's the only difference I did. You can keep it square. It works just fine doing that. But I found if you make one out of plywood like I have here, you can only use it once or twice and then it just all gunks up. Or the other thing is you get very fine particles of timber coming off into your resin. You do this beautiful pour and then there's a little bit of wood fibre in it. So what I came up with was heat shrink. So what you do, you got to get whatever size your paddle is going to be. Okay, this is 25 mil. What I do first of all is, this is thinner stuff, I don't know what size that is, but that goes over the handle, slide that all the way down, cut that off, cut it off pretty close to the end of the, there you go, the end of the stick. Heat gun, see how nicely that just moulds to the shape? Next, get your big bit, put that over so it comes over the shoulders there, and you've got a little bit hanging over the edge. Okay, so I've got a little bit hanging over the edge. Whack the heat onto it. At this stage, trim off the bit that's hanging over and it actually will seal on itself quite nicely, like that. Then, if you don't like this here, it'll work just fine like that, but I like to put a little collar on there, so I've got another size bit here. Slide that over the top and turn it on. And there you have it. A resin-proof stirring stick. So you can clean it when you've used it. It's got plastic on it, or rubber, so it won't contaminate your resin. And when it comes to clean it, just get a little bit of acetone, When you've stirred your resin up, wipe it down with acetone and it'll come up clean, ready for the next use. So then you just pop it in your drill, and there you go. Saves me heaps of times. I love it.